Hi, Molly Sue. Come on up. Hello. Hi. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Toons Reviews. Here's my kitty, Molly Sue, who I love. And yeah, we're going to do another list video today. Molly's going to join me, I guess. She just does this periodically. Huh. Alrighty. Stay tuned, everybody. Alright, so we're back again, and before I jump into it, I want to go ahead and say that if you're not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell so that you can be informed when we push out content. We are pushing out a lot more content on this channel than I ever have before in the past. 100% I am really inspired and feeling very ambitious as of lately. That's just me being very transparent, so I really am enjoying pushing all this content out for you all. So today we're going to talk about 5 fragrances that I have been wearing and loving for the colder weather. A couple of these on here are going to be fragrances that you've all heard about, a couple maybe not. Maybe there's not so much information on YouTube covering some of the notes or what they smell like, so I'm going to go ahead and throw in my opinions and or how I feel about these fragrances and why I'm wearing them for the colder weather. So yeah, keep it right there. The first fragrance we have here is Zoologist, and this is a wonderful house that I've absolutely fallen in love with in the last year and a half. Victor Wong is an awesome visionary, very lovely man who I was very privileged to meet back in September. And this is the beautiful, if I can get it to come out, Chipmunk. Yes, to me, this is very evocative of fall. It's powdery, it's dusty. It's almost like a cinnamon cacao dusted almond, or almost like got this like acorn dusted with cacao and cinnamon, and it's very delicious. I think that this fragrance is warm. It's like almost a warm hug that you're getting in the autumn, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. This is making its way up to the tippy top of my favorites from Zoologist. I think that this is probably a contender for number 1, but it's, you know, number 1 or number 2. It's in there somewhere, just depending on mood. But what a wonderful, beautiful little concoction this is, and I think it perfectly represents a chipmunk. It's like, it's nutty and powdery and warm and kind of quirky and inviting and puts a smile on your face. And I guess I just picture a chipmunk being like a happy little critter. So yeah, number 5 is Chipmunk. The next fragrance we're going to talk about is an oldie but a goldie, but you know, we've got a newer crowd in here that may not be as familiar with this fragrance, with all of the newer content creators and some of the younger folks that are now getting interested in fragrance, and this is one to keep your eye out for. For one, I've seen with my own 2 eyes, with thine eyes, that this is becoming very difficult to obtain. Yes, you can still get this on FragranceNet or Fragrance X, but when they sell out, they're gone for months and months on end. So this is definitely one that I think you should pick up sooner rather than later, especially for what I'm seeing the price point is going up. It used to be you could get a 3.4 ounce of this fragrance for like $50. Now it's like $75 on discounter. So that's telling me that we should all be a little bit worried about maybe a discontinued fragrance on the verge of being our reality here. And this is For Him by Narciso Rodriguez. This fragrance is phenomenal. It is constantly compared to wet cement. Like it's been raining all day and you can just smell the wet pavement, and you know, maybe you're walking on the sidewalk or something, you can smell all the wet earth and the wet leaves and the wet pavement. And it definitely is kind of a, it's like a wet violet leaf, and it gives it that vibe of it being ultra masculine, and it feels just like this very dewy experience with that violet, and it does have a very musky undertone. So the combination of that dewy violet with the musky undertone does make it feel like it's kind of, you know, you're walking on a wet sidewalk. And I think it's a lovely fragrance. I think it's definitely very unique, well worth the money. Performance is great. Not necessarily something that's like a compliment getter or anything like that. It's not like an attention seeker in that kind of way, but it does definitely resemble making a statement, and it's very original. So if you're looking for another master concoction from perfumer Francis Kirchen, check this one out because it's absolutely lovely. So yeah, For Him by Narciso Rodriguez coming in at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is a brand new fragrance in my wardrobe. It is one I had to blind buy because the company does not carry the fragrances in store where I am located in New York. So I don't really have the privilege of smelling any of their line as far as the Guerrilla perfumes goes for Lush. And this is called Tank Battle. And let me tell you something. This is the only perfume fragrance that I've smelled from Lush, and what a great first impression. What a fantastic, great, wonderful first impression. This is literally like, it's bazooka bubblegum. Got that like powdery pink bubblegum vibe with clove and a little bit of a metallic vibe that like has this like rusted patchouli dirty thing, but it's like very, 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 very slight in the background. It's not like super pronounced. Really what I get out of it mostly is a spiced, like a cloved cinnamon bubblegum, and it's fantastic, and it lasts forever, puts a smile on my face. I think it's sexy as hell, and it's one that I highly recommend checking out because I think that Lush in general is pretty slept on in the fragrance community, and it's not just like another mall scent type thing. Like, they definitely take pride in what they make as far as their products go. You can tell that just from their artisanal soaps and stuff like that that I've used for years personally, but never got around to checking out their fragrances, and I'm so glad I did because, again, Tank Battle is absolutely phenomenal. Highly recommend it. A little bit pricey. If I remember right, Tank Battle is like in the $160 range, $140, something like that. Maybe not quite that much. Maybe it's like $120. I don't quite remember, I'm going to be honest with you. But either way, I was very happy with the blind buy, and I highly recommend it. It is just really making me feel a lot of comfort. It's very cozy. It's very inviting. It's very happy. And it's unique. So looking for all those things, check it out. Coming in at number 2 is, yes, it's MFK, whom I adore. I mean, Francis Kirchen's line has got to be in my top 3. I mean, I'm just always in love with most of what he puts out. A lot of people could argue that it's like minimalist or linear or whatever. Yeah, it's definitely mostly crowd pleasing for sure, the perfumes that he comes up with, but they're unique in their own little special way, and maybe not in like an oud, civet kind of way, but you know, in a crowd pleasing kind of way, if that makes sense. So they're never like so out of the realm of like normalcy that people would look at you funny and, you know, as they're passing by and they get a waft of whatever it is you're smelling. But yeah, they're delicious. And here we are with Baccarat Rouge 540, the extrait version. Now, being someone that has owned the Eau de Parfum version for nearly 2 years now, and being someone that rejected it at first, I will wholeheartedly tell you right now, this has got to be the most complimented fragrance I've ever worn. Hands down. Hands fucking down. Like, I promise you. If you're looking for something that lasts like a nuclear amount, you know what I mean? Like, it's a sillage bomb. It lasts. Its longevity is like 14 hours, you know? And if you got it on your clothes, it's just going to stay there for forever. Yeah, I mean, everywhere I wear this fragrance, someone is always telling me I smell good. May not be like an outright stranger, but, you know, coworkers or my fiance or my friends or whatever. You know, I've had unsolicited compliments from strangers on the street, definitely. But this is one that I've written down on pieces of paper before because people have to have it, probably at least 5 or 6 times. So, you know, if you're looking for a sexy burnt sugar almond kind of fragrance, then go with this. Yeah, it may not seem like it's ultra special. If you're smelling it for the first time, you might be a little let down just because of all that hype. But I'm telling you right now, this fragrance, it just does it. It works. It's an aphrodisiac, I promise you. It's phenomenal. People love this stuff. And I feel myself. I fucking feel myself when I wear this stuff, okay? Like, I am like, and maybe it's just because I know that so many people love it, that I have that extra boost of confidence, but when I get a waft of this when I'm walking around and I smell like that burnt sugary amber, I'm just as much in heaven as the people that are complimenting it around me. So highly recommend it. It's warm, it's beautiful, it's inviting, and it's sexy. So highly recommend this, coming in at number 2. Coming in at number 1 is a fragrance that, you know, I've loved for years. It's been my signature scent for 7 years. And recently I did a video where I said that I wasn't wearing this as often in the last couple years because I've been wearing it mostly for big, exciting, accomplishment type moments. You know, my graduation from college, or for if I got my first deal for making my feature film. And I wear this a lot when I'm on set. Funny enough, there's another YouTube director who apparently wears this when he's directing too, which is interesting. Because I've talked about that for years now, and all of a sudden I'm hearing him talk about that. I don't know. Maybe we rub off on one another. I'm not sure how that works. But this is my favorite fragrance ever made, hands down. And this is me. Like, I will fight you. I will fight you. This is me. I have stamped this for 7 years. This is 100% just Tim personality. I know what I want. I'm assertive. I'm calculated. I juggle a million things at once. I'm an entrepreneur. I execute my goals. I do what I say I'm going to do. I'm a man of my word. And yeah, that's who I envisioned wearing the fragrance. So when I smelled it for the first time, it just clicked with me. And boy, I'm falling in love with it all over again, wearing it more often now. And actually, my friend and cinematographer and editor, who is behind the camera right now, I wore this the other day and he complimented it. So it's just funny. This is one of those ones where it's just like, I wear it and people can associate it with me for sure. This is definitely one that my fiance associates with me as well. It's just a beautiful fragrance, and I highly recommend it. Royal Oud by Creed. Yeah, beautiful all year round fragrance that's woody, smoky, cedar, you know, spicy. And my goodness, I couldn't have asked for a better fragrance. You know, if it came down to me choosing one fragrance for the rest of my life, this would be it. And I've known that for years, so yeah. Well, everybody, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will speak with you all soon. I hope you're all doing well out there and you're happy and healthy. So we'll check you all later. Bye, everybody.